Hey, what up, guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty, here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FC24 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. It's episode number 42 today. Hope you're all doing well on this fine Tuesday. Today, what I've got for you is... well, there's all sorts, actually. We're going to start by letting a couple of players go from our starting 11 so that we can reclaim some coins, and then we'll get into the big chunk of content that we've got for you today. If you enjoy, hit the thumbs up, and of course, don't forget, subscribe to my channel as well if you're new. Thank you. So, taking a look at the squad, we all know by now, if you've been watching the series, that it is Ederson, Ferland Mendy, Neymar, and Rashford that are my tradable players, and we can make money off of them. Neymar, of course, being the first owner. We're going to keep him for today, but I think he probably is going to be on the chopping block at some point and getting listed up on the market, just because I've used him quite a bit, and I'm sure it'll get to the point where I'll get bored or something, and we'll probably sell him like tomorrow or something. So for now, Rashford, we bought for 191. We can sell for 200 on the dot, or do I bring it down to 199? I can't remember. Am I going to press list? There we go, I do. So we sell him for 200 on the dot. That means 10,000 coins worth of EA tax, so we actually lose 1,000 coins on him. And then 15k pre-tax profit on Mendy means we've made about 10k on him. But of course, they were relatively risk-free. I think they've both come down quite a bit since I sold them. Despite not being in packs, the whole market on that side of things has come down quite a little bit. Yeah, there are some players that are now a little bit cheaper than, well, quite a bit cheaper than they were at the start of the weekend league. So, in the background, by the way, I've got my first half of a squad battles match going on to carry on with my Llorente Evo, and I'll play the second half. I'm currently losing 1-0, but I'm sure I'll claw it back in the second half after I film this video. But we are submitting players into the Iago Aspas SBC because it's a card that has the finesse shot plus trait. I know that is a way that I have scored a lot of my goals on FC24. We obviously have Llorente and a really good upgraded Hector Bellerin. So that would be like a nice Spanish trio, and of course we're using La Liga with like Militao and Rodrigo as well. So it makes sense to get him into the squad. He's on the lower end of fodder as well, so like it's 83, 84, and 85 rated, which is the slightly less expensive stuff, and of course we have it in the club right here. The only annoying thing of doing this SBC right when I did it is that then my club is fairly empty on that side of things again, and obviously we got the hero packs, or the hero SBC again, that is repeatable twice, I think, meaning that I don't currently have the fodder in the club to do the hero SBC again, despite wanting to do it again, purely for the content and obviously the potential of getting like a Yaya or Ramirez or something amazing like that. So maybe we'll get that done in the next few days whilst it's still out. My controller's vibrating away on my desk because I keep getting tackled by the AI. But yeah, it's is that half time now? It might be, I'm not sure. Oh no, only 25 minutes gone in that game. But welcome to the club, Iago Aspas. Is this my first... well, what do we call this? Is this a premium SBC? Either way, La Liga Spanish striker is going to get some nice chemistry in the club, no worries. Oh, flashback. That's a flashback. Of course it is. It's got the rewind button. Yeah, have we had any flashbacks yet so far on the series? I'm not sure if I've done any, because KDB we didn't do. I don't know who else there's been. But yeah, welcome Iago Aspas. Only 3-star skills is probably the major problem with him. Other than that, everything's brilliant. Like, look at those shooting stats for attack positioning and finishing are great. Dribbling and ball control, great. He should be able to fire home some lovely finesse shots for the club. And, well, I'm sure he will. There's no doubt about that, really, in my mind. So we've got him done. We will have sold Rashford and Mendy, and I think Ederson as well, and some other like 86, like the tradable walkouts and stuff that I packed in the weekend league rewards yesterday. I do remember listing them up on the market. So those are the two major sales there in Rashford and Mendy, and then yeah, that Luis Alberto and all sorts of stuff like that ends up going up onto the market, and Well, Renard sells. Yeah, they all sell eventually. Luis Alberto will go in just a moment too. So is this it when he's gone? Yeah, so we're up to 478,000 after Edison and Alberto sell. Klosterman and Werner will go as well and bring me up to about 480. They only go for discard price. But this is the squad that I'm going with for a little while. It's basically first owner. And basically untradeable, apart from a non-first owner Ramsdale in goal, and obviously my Neymar is tradable. But yeah, we're 10 out of 11 players there are first owner, and a lot of them are like SBC cards and stuff as well. So we've got a little nice squad going at the moment, and of course the ability to make over 250,000 coins more if and when we sell Neymar. I've been playing some squad battles in the background, obviously mainly for Marcos Llorente's Evo, trying to get that done. I know I need to combine that with some Rivals games and stuff, but I wanted to get him done a little bit quicker than just getting it completely done organically, because, well, I want him to be 87 as soon as possible. He looks like an absolutely brilliant card, so I need him at his full Evo as quick as possible. And then I'm not sure who I'm going to do for the free one, the winger one, which is obviously heavily populated by Pedro Neto from Wolves, Hwang Hee-chan from Wolves, Garnacho from Man United, I think Bamba, does Bamba play for the same team as Aspas? If so, that might be a thing. I'm not sure if he does or doesn't. I have to figure that out afterwards, because maybe it's Bamba that I get done. And then obviously Neymar goes, and we have a left winger that has really good stats. That's probably the play. And he would get French links to Blanc and stuff too. Yeah, I think if I'm gonna do anything, Bamba seems like the play for me. But obviously, whilst doing some squad battle stuff for Evos, I managed to get the Liga Portugal squad foundations done, as well as, what are we working on? Danilo Pereira, the Portuguese CDM from PSG. So there's many things being done at the same time. We love that. We love the just combining everything and getting as much out of our having to play squad battles as possible. This Zalazar, by the way, actually looks pretty good. If only he wasn't Greek and played for whoever that is. Is it Braga or something? Then yeah, we might be a little bit more usable. Was he Greek or was he Uruguayan? I actually didn't really look at the badge. I just saw some blue and white. Anyway, sorry if I got that nation wrong. I wasn't really focusing. But welcome to the club as well. Our first Centurions in the club. Really like the card design. Love the pack animation for it and all that sort of stuff. Danilo Pereira, welcome. He can also play centre-back. Probably the position you might want to play him in, actually, looking at those stats. Whack a shadow on that, and you've got like 83 pace and then into the 90s for defending and already colossally high physical. So could be a really good centre-back, actually. 6'2" also. Medium high work rates is all right. Yeah, I think a centre-back for him could be an incredible option for you if you need a centre-back and you need some PSG players. Obviously, at the moment, a centre-back role is just not what I'm looking for in my club, because we've obviously got who've we got? We got Eder Militao and Blanc. So I'm not going to play a 3-back. So I've got my 2 centre-backs sorted for quite a while. I'm actually going to kick off in the second half here, despite me being 1-0 down. Hopefully I remember to pause it around the 80th minute so I can quickly turn the game around afterwards. I just want to get as many. I'm only a couple games away from getting Llorente done now, and you'll see that in tomorrow's episode. But yeah, we're getting quite close. So I think it's time to head on into a little bit of Rivals. We have an 85 Llorente at the moment. I've claimed him. So that's the first upgrade done. Obviously, quite a lot of the wins there. 11 out of the 20 wins would have been from our weekend league. And then I got the rest done in squad battles and stuff. But into Division Rivals we go. I am obviously on the final stretch from Division 5 to Division 4. Haven't really been focused about trying to get promoted. because I find it fairly difficult as it is, and obviously the higher I would go, the more difficult it would get, and the more difficult things like the Evo Lounge and all of that stuff might be, should I need to play that for any evolutions and stuff. But as you can see right here, I mean, this is probably I think it's my 4th game in to Rivals to get my first victory. I lost 3-2, I lost 4-3, and then someone quit at me and 0-0. So yeah, I've just sort of cut them out. I wanted to get my first 3 victories for the week today, which sounds a bit weird considering you're watching it on a Tuesday. I haven't played any Rivals yet. This time last week, I think I got all my Rivals done on the day that it refreshed. So I feel like I'm well behind this week. But this is win number 2, hopefully. He's got Gianluca Vialli and Miroslav Klose up front. Not the sort of strike force we're used to seeing on this game. And I sort of laughed about it a bit. And then and then Klose ended up banging one past me right there. 19 minutes on the clock. I'd had about 5 or 6 corners in a row. Missed all of the opportunities, and he ran down the other end and scored another one with Klose. And I was like, wow, okay, I need to buck my ideas up. I need to open my eyes and wake up here and actually, you know, get the fingers moving and score some goals. And that's exactly what we started doing. Aspas is actually insane. His finesse shot is as good as Son, Salah, Griezmann, Morgan, like all of those that have got the crazy finesse shot plus trait, or play style plus, whatever you want to call it. His rivals that, as well as, of course, he's just absolutely phenomenal at that. Yes, he's lacking a little bit in terms of the skills, but I find myself not using that many 4-star and above skills. I do, I guess, if I'm sort of like winning and stuff like this. Like I scored a wonderful goal with Diani right there. I've had enough of Trezeguet now, so I've been bringing him off at the start of my Rivals games and bringing Diani on, and I'm sort of wondering why I haven't been using her more, because I'm really enjoying Diani. I end up Panenka chipping down the left-hand side, and it goes over the goalkeeper there. That guy was just it was absolutely mega fuming, I think, at the end of that game, because he was 2-0 up, of course. But we come back with a really big comeback, and that gets me 1 game away from the promised land of Division 4. The other thing I was going to ask you guys is, I'm actually not, I'm about 12 to 20 games away from the 90 games played in Rivals, which is weird, because I thought in the very first season I would have absolutely gone way past 90 games. But I guess I kind of get my 7 wins relatively quickly each week. I haven't not got 7 wins one week. You know, I've always done that. And then just haven't played any more Rivals after that. So do you think the rewards will change on that? Because it's just a TIFO or something, isn't it, that we get given for the milestones? Like, I want to get to 90 games if it means I get a better set of, like, packs. But if we're not going to get the packs, then once I get to 7 wins, I'm probably going to be, like, 12 games away from the 90. And then do I just play them for no real reason? Because it's the end of the season on Thursday, isn't it? Or do I, like, what do I do? Let me know. Do you think the rewards will change on that? I really hope they do. Anyway, hopefully match win number 3. I didn't get promoted, by the way. I bottled it against someone pretty good. Is what it is. No worries. Those promotion games are always pretty difficult. But I'm going to get to my first 3 wins for the week. So tomorrow you're going to see the other 4 wins for me getting up to 7 for the week. So hopefully along there something will click and I'll get pushed up into Div 4 for some slightly better rewards and stuff. But yeah, I'm 3-0 up in this one, so we're going to get a 3rd victory, which is going to close out the episode. But my opponent, I got a little bit cocky here, just trying to mess around, because I knew that I couldn't. It was the 93rd minute. I knew even if I conceded, I'd still win the game, and I did concede. But yeah, as you can see there, that's 3 wins. We're still 2 notches off Division 4. But let's hope maybe once I play again, I can go on a little bit of a hot streak for tomorrow's episode and get myself up into that division just for the better rewards. So there you go. I'm 74 out of 90 games played. Do I really need to play 16 more? Or are the rewards not worth it? I'm so confused. Why would we be getting a TIFO when last year we got nice packs? Anyway, that is going to call it quits for today's episode, my friends. So what we've ended up doing there is we've sold some big players. We've brought in an SBC player in Iago Aspas, who is absolutely mint, by the way. Really recommend him if you're looking for a Spanish La Liga striker or someone with the finesse shot plus. I've still got Neymar. We've sold Edison as well. Really liking my Spaniards, really liking my Brazilians. Actually really loving Declan Rice and stuff as well. So this team, for me, apart from Trezeguet, is absolutely balling out at the moment. And we're sat on nearly 500,000 coins, which is awesome stuff in case a really good player comes out that I want to try out. It's going to end the episode for today, though. If you have enjoyed, do me a favour and smash a thumbs up. Subscribe as well to the channel if you're new. Cheers. And follow me on social media. The links are down below. Is it Halloween? Happy Halloween if it is. I don't really focus too much on Halloween in the UK. I feel like that's more of an American thing. But if you're celebrating Halloween, have a great time dressing up and all of that sort of stuff. All right, take it easy, my friends. I'll catch you again tomorrow. Peace.